kicking off this morning around the Bay Area. Parades, Santa, snow, and of course on Daly.
Hey guys, that's right. I am in Snowfest at North Stroud Park in downtown St. Pete. Lots of fun stuff for the kiddies to do today. 65 tons of snow, inflatables, and we will visit with the big man. I'm not talking about Frank Barrera. There he is, Santa Claus.
Yeah, speaking of Santa Claus, too, Steve Greenberg, the gadget guy, is with us today, this morning as well. Always great having him here. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Thomas, losing my voice, obviously.
Yeah, you are a little squeaky. It's great. Did you see that Santa, too? He was really cool on his cell phone. Such a cool Santa. I want to check in with Bill Logan in just a minute. We're going to have those stories coming up. But first, we want to talk a little bit about the weather. Many people across the country are waking up to this. Ice. Lots of it. Freezing rain, stinging winds, slamming the Southwest just yesterday. Stark difference from the 80s Texas was enjoying earlier this week. Well, tomorrow's marathon in Dallas, it's canceled. This is also a deadly system. Many people are without power. In California, where freezing temps gripped the San Francisco area, 4 people died of hypothermia. So I want to get to Bill right now following all of this, and if we could see any impacts from this system here in Florida. Bill?
No, actually, that's the great news, is that this system will affect just about everyone else in the country except us. We could see a few delays air travel-wise as we look off toward West Shore and the airport, but that's about the only effect we're going to feel around here. Things are clear on Titan Doppler radar. We widen out a little bit, and I'll show you exactly where the front is right now that is pushing through the country and has actually brought through a lot of that nasty stuff. It's right now poised up in the panhandle, but it's not going to be a problem for us because we've got this dome of high pressure that's over the entire central Florida region. Look at this, 72 in Lakeland, 73 in Tampa right now. St. Pete at 70, same reading in Riverview and Waimama and Brooksville and Bushnell. So we're already pushing in through those very mild temperatures, and we'll continue to see the mild weather with very nice conditions as we go through the day today. Watch for warm and sunny conditions up to 84 degrees with just a few clouds around. And as we go through, the fog that we've seen has been lifting. We'll be into the 80s and then still mild this evening as well. The high pressure in across the middle of the country is brutal cold. We've got temperatures in the minus 10 to 15 degree reading across the northern plains. Temperatures as far south as into Texas right now, starting off in the 20s. But again, this front just won't make it here because of that dome of high pressure. So we'll start off with the fog and then lift that fog out of the way and have the nice sunny skies return this afternoon with those temperatures into the 80s. More on the action weather forecast coming up in just a little bit, but right now back over to you, Ashley, for some breaking news.
Yeah, we are following this developing news now, the release of an 85-year-old American tourist in North Korea. Merrill Newman was allowed to leave the country just yesterday because of his medical condition, but also because he apologized for alleged crimes during the Korean War. The veteran first went to Beijing, is back in the States now. Overnight, we heard from both Newman and his family about the release.
I appreciate the tolerance that DPRK government has given to me to be on my way.
After Merrill comes home and has a chance to get some well-deserved rest, we will have more to say about his unusual and difficult journey.
Newman's family also asked that another American be remembered. Kenneth Bae has been held captive in North Korea for more than a year, and he's still there right now. Vice President Biden also speaking to Newman and in the non-military zone separating South Korea from North Korea this morning. He's wrapping up his 3-country Asia tour, casting attention on global concerns about North Korea's nuclear program. Biden offered Newman a ride home on Air Force 2, but he declined, instead catching a direct flight to San Francisco.
We have new pictures from South Africa this morning where people continue to pay their respects for the late Nelson Mandela. This is from outside Mandela's home where he passed away on Thursday. We now know at least 3 American presidents will travel to South Africa to attend his memorial service. President Obama and former presidents George Bush and Bill Clinton. The memorial is going to be on Tuesday at a stadium in Johannesburg, and as might be expected, that memorial will be broadcast right around the world.
Back here in the Bay Area, a 6-year-old girl mauled by 2 dogs is in the hospital now, recovering and also sharing the terrifying details of the attack.
I thought they were going to be nice, but then they went towards me and they started biting me. They were dragging me everywhere.
You just heard from Alicia Battles there. Says she was playing in her Lakeland yard Thursday when the dogs jumped the fence and started biting. Family members who tried to rescue her, they were also bit. Alicia's wounds, the most severe, exposing some of her organs. Lakeland investigators say in the last year, the dogs named Boston Promise have been quarantined twice before for biting. Their owner has been cited and fined $500, but we're told likely will not be charged.
Also happening right now, a coast-to-coast manhunt is on for a man suspected of killing his wife, who was from the Bay Area here. The wife, 28-year-old Ashley Atherley, was found dead in a bathroom in California. Investigators say she had been beaten and stabbed. Her husband, Edley Atherley, was nowhere to be found. According to family, the couple moved to California from Tampa Bay just about a year ago, and for the last several years, they have had a violent relationship. They actually say in June, Ashley tried to escape and came back to the Bay Area. Local records show that Edley was arrested back in 2008 for domestic battery. Police suspect that he killed Ashley and then just took off. Her family is devastated.
I would never want any other family to endure what we're enduring.
He's a murderer and he needs to be caught.
The couple had 2 daughters. They were not hurt. Ashley's family fears Edley may try and come back here. If anyone has any information about where this guy is, you're being asked to contact police immediately. And ABC Action News is taking action to help victims of domestic violence. We've posted a lot of information, including the statewide domestic violence hotline on our website. Just go to abcactionnews.com/DV.
Updating now on a pod of whales that were stranded in South Florida. National wildlife officials now say 20 pilot whales have been spotted swimming back towards the shores in the Everglades, which makes scientists fear that some of those whales could be sick. Scientists had thought the whales, who were stranded earlier this week, were swimming back out into the ocean. Last count, 11 whales died while stranded there this week. Biologists still don't know why the whales made their way into the Everglades National Park.
There's a big charity fundraiser out at Biff Burger in St. Pete. So Bill and I heard about this. We heard charity, and then we heard burgers, so we had to check it out. Biff Burger, right off 49th Street in St. Pete. Like the vintage cars suggest, a St. Pete tradition since the 1950s. Another tradition? Take a look at the motorcycle. There's a connection here. Helping kids.
Well, that's a bike donated by No Toe Towing that we're raffling off. All the money goes to what we call Biff's Kids for Pinellas. We teamed up with the firefighters right here local in St. Pete, Lillman, and Pinellas Park. We keep all the toys, all the money right here local. We help families that are in need right here in the neighborhood. Troy
Musser is the owner of Biff Burger, who since the mid-'80s has managed to raise, he says, millions to help local kids.
Well, we started this actually 19 years ago. This is the 19th annual, and we did it for Toys for Tots for a lot of years. Started out with one family, basically, that we sponsored, and last year we ended up sponsoring over 600 families altogether. So altogether with money probably in the range of 10 million altogether.
And so since Bill and I were here,
This is your calling card here, the Biff Burger.
and we were talking helping, we thought we'd help ourselves to Biff's famous St. Pete staples.
It's a hot sauce, not spicy hot, but temperature hot.
What is it, Bill?
Oh, that's good.
How about this burger hot dog combination?
Hot dog on it, chili on it, and of course the half pound of ground beef. The dog-on burger, we call it.
Oh my gosh, Bill. There you go.
Now that's a burger.
Oh, yeah.
Or Troy's favorite,
The Parmesan bacon cheese, that's got the Parmesan sauce. It's got sauteed onions. It's got, of course, the burger on there and the bacon.
Thank you.
and as if the burgers weren't enough, they have Buffy's barbecue as well.
1989, we brought that in, and we do all of our own smoking. Everything is cooked fresh right here. All of our sides are all homemade. That's actually my mother's recipe for the potato salad.
People sometimes go, oh, you have to work the weekend? That's too bad. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Too bad working the weekends?
Yeah, this is work.
Yes, it was food and more food. And even though Ashley was not here, that just meant there was even more food for us.
Ashley, we miss you. Wish you were here. Seriously, Ashley, that was a tremendous feed.
Yeah, I believe you.
That
So
was
rubbing
great.
it in.
Hey, the big raffle for the bike is tonight. It's for Biff's Kids for Pinellas. You don't have to be there to win, but you do have to go there to get a raffle ticket. They're only $5. Biff Burger is located on 49th Street North. You can see the address right there. It's just south of 40th Avenue. The address 3939 49th Street North.
Because it's for such a good cause and for charity, I'll let you get away with going without me while I was out of town just this once.
She was
Don't
upset.
eat like that again.
She was upset that we weren't shopping for her Christmas present.
I was.
We have another big cash giveaway coming up. It's a holiday treat we're going to tell you about.
Yeah, all the details straight ahead, how you can win. And Sean Daly is winning right now with Santa Claus. Is that right, Sean?
That's right, Ashley. I am with the star of Snowfest down here in St. Pete, Santa Claus, the big man. Real quick, Santa, who's naughtier, who's nicer, me or Frank?
I think both of you are great, but I think Frank's got the edge.
What? Frank? Ah, Santa.
Good thing Santa's got his shades on. He's going to need it. We've seen a little bit of fog around the region, but that fog is going to be lifting on out of here. And we've got another warm day. The warmth continues. We'll be up to 84 degrees today. Certainly the envy of a nation that is frigid and shivering. More details with your action weather forecaster coming up momentarily.
I used to be like you, but ever since I retired, I got a new outlook on life. You got a great cup of coffee for $1. Unplug and enjoy it.
Any size McCafe Premium Roast Coffee is just $1 at McDonald's.
Once upon a time, an insurance clerk stumbled upon a cottage. No one was at home. But on the kitchen table sat 3 insurance policies. The first had lots of coverage. The second, only a little. But the third was just right.
Hi. Yeah, we love visitors. That's why we moved to a secluded house in the middle of the wilderness.
Just the right coverage at just the right price. Coverage Checker from Progressive.
There are thousands of magical moments during the holidays. The following is brought to you by Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
From the moment of impact, an accident changes your life. Recovering from your injuries is only part of the struggle. The same insurance company that was happy to sell you a policy may now use its resources to try to pay you as little as possible. You need a tough team of experienced lawyers fighting for you. At Belts & Ruth, we have over 30 years of experience. Call today and let us go to work for you. Belts & Ruth, we are the BR Law team.
At Jeep, we're giving you everything you need this holiday. With Jeep Grand Cherokee, Jeep Wrangler, and an all-new Jeep Cherokee. And that means you can give a little something back. Come get some of the best deals of the year at the Jeep Big Finish event.
What about love and bacon all and leave me muffin?
You said bacon and muffin.
I could fix it.
Wake up to savory steak on a biscuit, McMuffin, or bagel at McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Thank you for making ABC Action News at 5:30 #1.
An update to some news we've been telling you about the past few days. During our 11 o'clock show last night, we hit a milestone, 100,000 fans on our Facebook page. So to show our thanks, we're giving away $500 every day for 5 days in a row. This starts December 16th. Mark your calendar. You can enter to win right now, though, and we've posted all of this information, of course, on our Facebook page. We've also tweeted about it, so go in, enter now, and starting very soon, $500 a day. That's some holiday cash.
She's excited. We can't win.
We can't. We can win outside, though, Bill. Pretty nice out there.
Yeah, that we definitely have the winning forecast. And as we take that look outside, this truly is going to be where everyone is wishing they were, especially if they're off anywhere to the north of us. This is I-275 out along Roosevelt, not too far from the St. Pete Clearwater Airport. You can see the blue skies looking off to the north right there, back toward Tampa, and it's a nice looking day. Other side, out by TIA, over here is the, that's going to be your runway. Almost got run over by a car there. And this is that big flyover, and you can see blue skies. Just a really nice day setting up. Our Titan Doppler radar scan live right now. It's the most accurate way to keep track of the most accurate weather. Right now across the state of Florida, things mostly clear. There are a couple of showers back here into the Gulf. And here's where our front is lined up. Right now, basically pulling across the panhandle. But it's going to pull up short of us because we've got high pressure that's just really focused right over us. And we're going to have that blocked out of the way. 73 right now in Tampa. The winds out of the south-southeast, they'll be out of the west later on today. Very mild as far as the winds go. Not really expecting much in the way of breezes at all. 72 for Oldsmar, sunny skies there as well. South-southeasterly winds at 4. Feels like 72, and it will feel like we're into the mid-80s later on. Check out these temperatures. Everyone up around 70 right now or into the low 70s, including Tampa. There you see that 73-degree reading, 72 for Clearwater. 69 currently in Bradenton. We've also got 69 degrees from Zolfo Springs over to Mayaca City and Lake Wales. Lakeland at 72, 64 right now in Zephyr Hills, where folks are jumping out of planes. And we've got some great coverage of just that sort of activity coming up next week as John and Ashley and I do a little skydiving. Temperatures diving into the panhandle and certainly across the continental United States. Look at these current readings. Minus 20 in Billings, minus 16 for Fargo, Omaha, Denver, still negative numbers, and only into the teens as far south as St. Louis and into Arkansas. Dallas right now at 21, Atlanta with 41, and they're not going to get much warmer. As a matter of fact, as this pulls through the Carolinas, the temperatures that they're at right now will probably be their highs for the day as things continue to tumble. So it's going to be kind of a messy, oogie, rainy evening for that ACC championship game. We're going to have the fog here. The fog is going to give way to partly cloudy skies and another nice day on the way today and tomorrow. Check out the high temperatures up near 80, even near the coast. 81 for Clearwater. We're going to be up to 84 for Dade City. 82 degrees our high for Newport Richey and Crystal River. And as you look into our interior neighborhoods, Wauchula, Arcadia, 85. That's going to be a very warm reading. Nice to get out on the water. 67 degrees is your Gulf water temperature. Winds out of the southeast, 1 to 2 foot seas, and your major high tide of the day coming up just before 7 this evening. Sun will set at 5:35, and your 7-day forecast shows the most accurate look at a very warm weekend. 84 degrees today, 83 degrees tomorrow. We'll back the fog out of the forecast Monday and Tuesday and drop the temperatures just a little bit with a weak cold front. We'll just call it a cool front through on Wednesday. Our highs still remaining much above normal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, while we're unseasonably warm, nothing says the holidays, though, like snow and the big guy himself.
Yeah, Santa's making an appearance today in St. Pete. That's where Sean Daly is right now at Snowfest. It's just about an hour away from opening up.
That's right. It's going to be mob down here. I made that joke earlier that I brought my daughters here, and it was like chaos. You know, I had to run a zone defense. They were everywhere. It's going to be very, very crowded, but very fun, too. 65 tons of snow. You're going to get a Santa parade. Don't show the big man yet. Oh, you gave away our twist. Inflatables and stuff. The parade's at 10. Snowfest starts at 10:30. $5 for wristbands. All that fun stuff. However, you can't come to Snowfest and not see the big man right here.
Merry Christmas.
There he is. Look at Santa with his shades on. Doesn't even take his shades off, so rock star.
Oh, yeah. You got to be really comfortable out here. The sun's going to be bright today.
Yeah, you know, Santa, you go to Disney World and, like, Mickey Mouse gets to go inside and cool off. You're running like a marathon today.
And that will be a marathon today. Yes, it will be.
So from 10:30 to 3, you're meeting the kids here. Then you come back.
It's 6. From 6 to 9 tonight.
Unbelievable.
It's going to be nice. It's
and
good.
Yet you're Santa. You never lose your joie de vivre.
Nope. I'm going to make happy for the kids. That's what I'm about.
So what are the boys asking for this year?
Mostly they want their Xbox and stuff, but I tell them, nah, this is why I want the footballs and baseballs and soccer balls, things that make you active. And the guys, they all agree. They said, okay, they're going to do that. And the girls, they're the same. They want to have their dolls and their teddy bears and things like that. And they, too, like to play with the electronic games. Yeah. But we try to keep it small. But the biggest thing is last year we had a interview with the Times, and I had an article in the paper, and the information got to this young man that he decided he wanted to propose to his girlfriend while she sat on my lap. And I says, really? And I says, okay, well, you're going to have to email me a picture of the two of you. So he emailed me a picture. And that night, I got all my elves. These are young people that are down here that keep control of the crowds. I told them what was going to happen, and they went nuts.
The elves go nuts. They
Yeah,
go crazy.
the kids went nuts. Yeah, so we went ahead, and the young lady came up to the line, and Beth, wait a second, Santa needs to stretch his legs and get a drink of water. The girl says, oh, that'd be just fine. He'd take all the time he wants. So I said, okay. But that's when she gives me the ring. I take the ring and I slip it next to my chair, and the young lady comes up and she sits on my lap, and I ask her, anything special for Christmas this year? She says, no, nothing special. I said, you sure there's nothing special you would like for Christmas? No, I'm very satisfied. I'm very happy. Oh, how's this? And I gave her the ring, and she put it in her hand. She opens it and goes, duh? And then the young man takes the ring from her and says, will you marry me? And she goes, what? Duh? And then she says, does my dad know about this? Is it okay with him?
She said yes, right?
Yeah. And the young man says, yes, Dad knows all about it. Your dad knows all about it, and everything is good. And
I'm going to have to wrap you up,
okay.
Santa. But that was great. A wedding proposal. Thanks for that, Santa. Come see the big man. 10:30 to 3 today, then 6 to 9 tonight, right? And again, Frank is not nicer than me. He is not. He is naughty. He's pure naughty. Guys, go to abcactionnews.com for more of your Snowfest information. Next up, I'm going to be glice skating.
Glice skating, good.
Next up, you better make some wishes, Sean.